Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new play-by-play video. Today we're playing some Charon solo for the A to Z series. I want to thank you guys for all the support and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe as always, but I did want to also ask, when it comes to the Smite 2 videos, guys, I've mostly been posting A to Z episode in the morning and a Smite 2 episode at night. I just wanted to kind of get everybody's perspective on, is that too much? Should I just be doing one video a day no matter what and alternate? Or is what we're doing fine? Please give me your input on that, your thoughts on that. Smite 2 is really kind of beginning to take form and take off, and I want to make sure that I'm uploading that because that's also what I'm playing competitive in the future. So is an important thing to me, and I do appreciate all your input. But back to the game, we are playing some Charon, and this is a really fun pick that used to actually be a little bit viable. It did take a couple of nerfs primarily to his cooldown, which really hurt him and made his laning phase quite bad. But we are against a Loki, so this is actually a winnable lane, surprisingly. Loki solo in Smite 1 is definitely on the weaker end, and a lot of what it's going to be doing is just kind of walking at him and applying pressure, just like this, and he is dead. Really, really simple. Loki is a character that wants to run around and clear, and he really can't stand on a hill and just commit to a fight. So if we're able to just kind of continuously poke him, or he comes into lane poked, or whatever the case might be, we're going to do a really, really good job at just killing him very easily. Notice our best stat is on right, so I could be getting ganked soon. I'm going to play a little bit safe. Nope, we see Robin around, and the biggest thing that I want to do in this lane is to just not let him group the minions. You're going to notice he's going to consistently throw out that 2. To clear the wave, I'm just going to pop my shard here, keep autoing him, and I think he's just dead again. If I can just hit, I'm going to Aegis this. And he's just dead again, no worries. Alright, we back up. So sorry, what I was saying though is, like, you're going to notice every wave he's going to walk up and hit his 2. Oh, we're dead. Unlucky. I didn't realize he left. That's okay. We got his blink. You're going to notice though, every single wave he's going to use his 2 on the wave. And if we're just able to kind of like not get hit by the 2, he's not going to be able to group the minions so he can get his 3 off on all 6. And assuming that doesn't happen, we're going to either outclear him or be able to consistently poke him enough to like cause a big impact to him. It's a really rough death for us. Again, we're not really calming at all, so I kind of like, obviously I was kind of like zoned in on the fight, and I lost track where the Robin was. A little bit rough, but I guess it happens. We're going to just kind of push this out. Again, if a 1 like that or if a 2 like that hits us, it's fine, but I don't want him to be just like stacking and grouping up the wave, because then it's going to be a big problem. We've already gotten 2 solo kills. Did use our Aegis, unfortunately. And yeah, where Charon really struggles, again, is just the cooldown. So we're going to be going a tablet build with Book of Thoth, and then we'll be building some cooldown afterwards. So we're going full damage, of course, so it'd be very, very lame and boring of me not to go full damage on this pick, I think. And honestly, again, this pick is like somewhat viable in mid. So like, we're basically just doing a Charon mid build. You don't have to go tablet on Charon mid, but just what I'm going to be doing in solo. Again, if you don't want to do this build, or you want to do something a little bit different, but still keeping the core and idea of full damage, by all means, go for it. It's definitely, like, okay. Your best matchups on Charon are just going to be characters you can consistently poke and fight. So guys like Loki really are going to be on your better end of the matchups, and characters that can kind of just sustain the poke you can do are going to really, really be tough for you to play into, and characters that can just fight you. So Kukulin, literally any character with sustain, like besides Guan Yu, maybe you're pretty good into Guan Yu, but any character with sustain aside from Guan Yu, you're kind of going to struggle into. You can do decent into King Arthur with this pick. That's a decent matchup, but stuff like Hades is going to be really, really difficult amongst just like, gods like Bellona and stuff who can just kind of ignore what you're doing. You do have anti-auto attack on this character though, so that is pretty cool. But yeah, so far, I mean, it's just sort of a farming lane. I do want to get tablet stacks. It's going to be a little bit annoying into a Loki. But we'll try to throw out poke when we can. Again, I understand he is quite scared of us right now, which is okay. As long as I'm not really, like, feeding and getting behind, I don't care too much. Get some damage off on him. Get our... Oh, I missed my 1. Yikes. I was going to say, get our 1 off. He's back there. We're fine, though. And I am missing everything right now. We're just going to ult his ult, and he's just, like, screwed. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, really bad idea there. We have Aegis and everything, so we're totally okay. I'm not playing this lane super good. I'm just missing a lot, but... Again, Loki does really struggle into this pick, just because I think Loki solo in Smite 1 is one of the worst gods in the game. It just like doesn't work. His lanes are terrible. You can do good if you're like significantly better than the player, but that's about it. If not, you're just absolutely going to feed off cooldown. So great start for us. I'm just going to get some more poke on this guy right now. I mean, already just like TPing back and having that be the start of your lane is pretty brutal, I can't lie. We're going to back right here, go get Tablet. We'll get some wards, because again, we are going to be full damage this game. And we'll see what happens. I'm glad that this game is close. You know, it's a little annoying when the comms are bad and stuff. We have a Neath ADC, and I know you guys know how I feel about that. So, game might be pretty rough. We might end up losing, but we're going to give it a good spin and a good go regardless. We'll see what happens. I just want to make sure I get my build online. That's the biggest thing, because so many of these games, I'm like so excited to get a build online, and then sometimes it doesn't always get all the way through. He's just dead again, by the way. Auto 2, auto 3. He's just gone. I wasn't prepared. We wanted to walk in a little bit on the flank just because we were warding, and netted us a kill on top of that. Your burst potential is really, really nice in this character, as long as you're using some in-hands in between your kit. But yeah, guys, I'm really excited on a side note just to keep posting Smite 2, because, man, I was just streaming the other day, and it was great. Like, characters in this game feel fluid, and they feel generally better than Smite 1 characters, but, like, this is a character I'm excited to see in Smite 2. Because I think they can, like, do a little bit better with this fluidity, which already feels good. Uller and Agni, for example, I was just playing them, like, before recording this, feels so much better on that game, and it's just awesome. So, this is one of those picks, you know, but this A to Z, we are a long ways away, so we'll just kind of do what we can. But we have good wards here, so we're kind of, like, safer. Not the safest, but we're definitely safer. And again, we want to just get tablet stacks, kind of just chill out. I will pull these neutrals in a little bit. I just sort of wanted to make sure I could find where people are on the map. Notice Raven now is like right mids. I feel a little bit better. My clear on camps is a little bit bad, but that's why we're building damage, and that's why we have this conduit, just to help us out a bit. And eventually, you know, once we get book and just more cooldown and all that stuff, we'll be a little bit better off. But this is really one of the chief concerns for this character. Your clear is not great, and your cooldowns are pretty long, so he kind of is not super playable outside of support and sometimes mid. The biggest Charon nerfs that kind of hit him were just like consistent nerfs to his cooldowns to make them longer, and that's really when they killed this character in these roles. A very similar change that happened to Thor in Smite 1 and made him completely unviable in solo lane. So when we do eventually get over to T and I play Thor, I'm going to be quite sad. Even though it's one of my favorite characters, T is just awful in this game in solo. Amazing jungler still, one of the best gods in the game, but just not playable in this role against like semi-decent players. So we'll see. Loki's invis, notice Raven is right, so I am totally fine. And again, we are just making sure not to really push the wave, just kind of get tablet stacks on him. Yeah, he's like clearing the wave eventually, but look how much damage he's taking for it. It's really just like not a good look for him, and we're not taking anything. So again, Loki lanes should be really free. Separate from the wave, try to get poked from an angle like we are, regardless of the character you're playing. If you're playing something like Kukulin, you do the exact same thing. Wukong, same thing. Amaterasu, even Guan Yu, it literally doesn't matter. It's the exact same play, because the idea is you can take like kind of weird fights into the character, and you'll still just win them. Tara had a quick DC, I'm sure she'll be back. And yeah. Good stuff. Good start. You know, obviously our death was a little unlucky, but we're up 1,500. I don't really want to rotate on this character. This is the thing about you building these damage solo laners. Like, rotating is really scary, and the problem is, excuse me, the problem is I don't really have a good opportunity to make like an easy play. My best gank is on Artemis, right? So I can make a TP. Who's their mid laner? It's Baron. He's rushing defense. What is this build? I have a good gank on Artemis, but the problem is like I have a Neath Geb. So when you rotate from solo, generally speaking, and I do have, if you've been watching some of my streams, I've been like playing support for a competitive team just for fun. It's not like an actual competitive team, but I've been playing support for it on Smite 1. So obviously off role. And I really tried to embrace kind of just like a low kill, low death, you know, kind of play style, but it's very objective centric. That's how I play. I always kind of play with objectives in mind. And when we have a draft like this, Agni, Bastet, Geb, Neath, we just have no objective damage. So if I want to play the normal way, I, you know, just like approach, it's really difficult for me to find a reason to rotate, honestly. We just have nothing to come over to. This guy's not back yet, but we're losing a bit, so I think we'll be happy with it for now. Hope he comes back, though. But yeah, it's just weird because, again, our comp does nothing. Like, it's pretty bad. We have great poke, which is nice, you know, and we can win the game off that, but in terms of actual objective damage, it's terrible. We have no play. So I'm just going to kind of, like, just stick with what I'm doing. I'm not going to worry too much. I hope this Terra comes back, because it'd be really lame to see a surrender after these couple minutes of pretty good Smite so far, overall. Okay, we'll come over to this Loki. Okay, just keep on getting damage off on him. I can use my 2 first and then my 1 second if I want to get more tablet stacks, so I should actually be doing that. Yeah, it's much better. Because then my 1's going to tick and get that second tablet stack. I need to get to 70, so like, I'm not obviously from the laning phase itself, but at some point. So, you know, I'll make an effort. But obviously, if you hit the 1, it's easy to hit the 2. So, there's that trade-off too. But yeah, if we can get 70 stacks this game, we should just sort of win it. Play like that is where like you expect Loki to ult you, so if we walk up again and he does that, that's why we're just holding our ult. We're kind of ready to use it. I really hope this guy comes back. This is like annoying. Let's see. Please don't surrender. Come back. Man, I'm not sure he's coming back. What a shame. Alright. Clear this out. We'll reset. We go book now, and then we can go into some cooldown. You could go into, like, Chronos Pendant if you want. Personally, I think going Deso is just better, because Chronos Pendant has no flat pen. We can go Deso here and then get more cooldown with, like, Soul Gem Mirrodin and just be done with our build. If you want to go Deso and Chronos Pendant, you can. If you want to go Deso and say we need anti-heal this game, you can go like Deso Divine and then, you know, Tahuti or Soul Reaver. There's a lot of different options. A decent build also is just going Deso here and then going Chronos Pendant and then Soul Reaver. I know I just kind of like rattled off a bunch of things that are quite similar, but the idea is just like getting some kind of combination of cooldown and maybe mana items and stuff is going to do pretty good for you. Let's see if we can make a gank here. Not really. Got a bit of damage off, but I mean, what am I supposed to do here? They're kind of in tower. It's worth a shot, I guess. Fight was sort of over as I was TPing, so I should have just let it go, but it's all good. I mean, if they're not going to surrender, I don't know. I guess we'll play it out. Pretty surprised. We do just, like, win this. It might take a while, but I just hope they don't surrender after, like, 5 minutes from now, you know what I mean? It's sort of like a just do it now or don't do it at all, I think. Maybe he'll come back, though. I don't know. We'll stay hopeful. Okay, Silver Camp is up. I can do that soon. On the bright side, we're kind of just playing a 1v1 lane, so not too much is going to change over here for us. This Loki caught up a little bit with that rotation, but we'll be okay. What if I just send an ult mid? I think this reaches, right? I've like never used the Charon ult from a side lane like this. We'll see. That might not reach. I have no idea. Let's see. Oh, it's a little off. Hold up. Looks good. I think it either missed or is out of range. I think it's just out of range. If I did it like from the right of this lane, I definitely hit him. That's alright. Live and you learn. Would have been cool though, wouldn't it? Too bad. We'll just, I think we just like proxy. I don't know. I mean, there's not really much to do right now. I can like sit in lane. I could try to do totem, I guess, but I like maybe just get a free back camp invade. Robin's dead, so I'm pretty safe. There you go, see? This is a shop, we're feeling great. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna look for this Loki. He might be on this Bastion. If he's not, he's probably just leaving. But if I see him, we do kind of just kill him. Don't have ult right now, but I have active, so I don't really care. Like, we'll get 2 tablet stacks off that, because our 1 ticks Procs the second one. Yeah, these fights are really, really easy, and you just have to kind of hit your ability and you win it. Look for it again. Got a little bit more there, creating a bit of wave tension. Now this wave's going to shove in while we have Volt, and he is in a lot of trouble right here. Gonna walk up to him, auto 3, auto ult. Go to the left where he's walking, and that might hit him. Maybe it won't. It won't. Too bad. I've got actives. He went to the right. Smart play by him. He traded ults there. I mean, that's fine. Kind of like shoved the wave. He does have upgraded TP, so he can just come back. Assuming he's just resetting right now. Yeah, he was. Alright, no worries. I mean, I'm fine to like get this wave. I don't really care. Again, we're getting value from getting tablet stacks, so like this means nothing to me. He like refuses to fight though. It is like kind of sad. Okay. I think they're trying to troop this out, which is commendable. I'll give them that. We'll see how this goes. The boys are kind of stalling out over there, so I guess they're thinking they have a chance. But we're gonna rotate eventually and ruin their whole parade. I've got a Deso in the book soon. My ult cooldown is basically telling me that Loki ult is up, so I am not even gonna bother. Tried to stop my back there, and yeah, I'm not gonna fall for that trick. I actually do think I'm gonna go Chronos Pendant. Like, when you're playing Tiamat or something and you're going this build, you don't need the cooldown that bad. You can get it 10%, 20% and kind of be okay. Because you have like the stance transformations and all that stuff. This character though, man, it's like his cooldowns are really brutal. I think you do just need to get Charon's or Chronos Pendant with this type of a build. I don't know, like I need to get at least 30%. Tiamat I'm okay with 20%, but I think I need 30% for this build, and I do want to go Soul Reaver last, so I think we're just going to stick with this. I could also go, like, Mirrodin. You don't really have a lot of percent pen with this build, but, like, you don't need it, because, again, you have Tablet. And you'll have Soul Reaver. So your damage to tanks, even though there probably won't really be one this game, is still going to be good. This looks great, though. We got Raven immunity out. I can just kind of ult right now. Yeah, he's just dead. Oh my gosh, that just kills him. Okay. That works, too. He's deep, he's gone. We'll go back left. We don't lose much because we pushed out the wave. We had Pryos, so lose a couple of minions on the back end, but like, doesn't matter, you know? We're up almost 2k on him. Again, Loki lanes are just like really stupid. This character is so bad. It just doesn't matter. Which is great, you know, it's nice to get a freebie on playing a character that I was honestly a little concerned to play. You play into something like Surtur, you're just gonna have a terrible time. So it's nice to be doing a little bit better for a change on a pick like this. Just auto 2-3, and he is dead. Really quick combo, and you can just kind of like pop people. He was trying to ult there, but he was silenced. Then he just like got popped too quick. Even then, we just have beads. And we just beads turn around auto and he's dead. So like, yeah, it would have been good for him to force an active, but that never like changes. I wonder if Raven walks into us here. He's level 14. I'm like not super afraid of him. The god's good, obviously, but yeah, I don't think I really care. I think he's on speed. I swear he was. Okay, Baron is. Yeah, he's out. No worries. Move around here. Let's see if we can get like some kind of a flank. We do. Remember, this is the mid laner, and we still do quite a bit of damage to him. This always hits him, but he is safe. Geb's looking for the dive. I like it. Oh, that was a terrible ult. Terrible one as well. It's okay. Maybe I kill him. Oh, good Neath ult. I should have held my one there. Alright, well, we got the Baron. We're going to reset. Just go left. Go get Charon's coin, or Chronos Pen, excuse me. And it is Soul Reaver time. We can afford it. We'll go Gemma Focus for our last item, of course. I only have 22 stacks. which I gotta say for tablet is pretty terrible. I think a lot of this is just like I'm against an evasive character that I can't hit that much. I mean, I'm building a gigantic lead, so I really don't care. But yeah, obviously you're looking at, when you're playing against more of a frontline solo, 30 to 40 stacks at this point at the bare minimum. Generally speaking, even higher. So yeah, our stack count sucks, but like we've compensated it by getting so much farm that it can kind of deduce two things. You can say, hey, worst comes to worst, I'll always get value even if the lane's not going that well, so tablet's like an insurance item. And the other side of it is like, just don't build tablet, you don't need it in a winning lane like this. I think both are okay to say. Ooh, we have super missed. I'm okay here. I do have beads ages. We're gonna get chased. That's Baron ult. I'm totally fine. I did miss though. Let's see, is there anything here? I mean, I know how much damage I do. 2-3, Agni 2, and he's just dead, yeah. I'm gonna back here. Look, he's actually... This is a bad play, but I'm gonna make it anyways because it looks fun. We're gonna just ult this guy. He's gonna get feared. He's gonna hit the tower. Okay, he's not gonna hit the tower at all. I lied. Idea there is he hits the tower, we ult him, gets CC'd, pops his beads, we just walk into mages and kill him. Didn't work, because he left, so all good. I'm going to greed this wave, we hit 20 off this. If Loki's here, I've got help, so I should be fine. They're leaving though, so this is a little dodgy. I think our vision's good. Enough. Yeah, we're okay. I'm out. Got Gem of Focus here. And it is looking pretty scary. I can kind of just like run anybody down right now. We don't have our blue mask. Actually, maybe we do. Oh, we do have it. Never mind, I lied. So our cooldown is basically as good as it's going to get, which still isn't that great on this character, sadly, but we'll make do with it. We just want to make sure we keep our Gem of Focus passive. Get some poke on this guy. We can ult him now to follow. And he's going to force his, and he's just sort of dead for it. And the damage really kind of starts to ramp up at this point, especially with more tablet stacks. We just sort of play poke. I can follow this guy because I'm really fast. Auto 1. Auto again. We hit him with that. He's got to immune this. He will. Just get a 2. He's going to jump it. That's fine. He's dead. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, we'll walk mid here. If I see Loki or this guy, it's going to be trouble for them. Yep. Nice work, folks. I think that's just going to be GG. Yeah, kind of lame that the game went how it did. You do always kind of hope for a no DC situation. I am kind of crammed schedule-wise, so I'll probably just post this anyways. On the bright side, our lane really didn't get like disturbed. It wasn't like we had a DC in our lane. Obviously it's a bit rough. You kind of want to have a more competitive match, but I mean, look, it is what it is. Sometimes you're just going to win. Sometimes you're going to lose. Oh, but maybe they hold a little bit. They do hold a bit. Going to get a big 2-1 off. Going to look for a dash on the Raven and on the Baron. I still have beads here. Again, we have all this movement, so let's try to use it. Do I get Baron ulted? Nope, we're fine. Going to run back. We'll make the highlight play here. We're being ganked. Oh, Loki's on us. Okay, we're good. Are the boys good, though? I've got a 2-1 to drop on this Bastet or whoever gets gone on here. Oh. Damn, that was his one that hit me. I thought he was just a regular auto. Okay, rough. I could have Aegis, but I was probably just dead. Loki was looking for me, not the Neath. That's tough. Yeah, I kind of had the super greedy mindset there. Don't recommend that. I'm just trying to kind of have some fun with this one. Because they don't really have a tank, Soul Reaver is like not super needed, excuse me, but that's generally what I would go with this build. I guess if you wanted to go like Staff of Mirrodin for a little bit more cooldown, maybe you could go Deso Mirrodin to Hootie. Something like that would be probably pretty good. If you don't want to go tablet, go like Charon's Coin or Obshard or something instead. You generally speaking don't go like a lot of pen with tablet just because your tablet procs are doing true damage anyways, so it's not that it's bad, but it's just kind of unnecessary. Now again, if you want to play like Tiamat or Agni or Charon or Merlin, those are kind of like the 4 gods that use this tablet build. pretty effectively, and you do end up going Obshard with it, it's like not bad at all. It's just, you don't necessarily need it. So don't feel like you can't build like pure, you know, percentage pen items with this, because you absolutely can. Alright, we're gonna run right. I think these guys are maybe super dead. We get an ult off here though. This looks good, as long as he kind of holds his ground. Oh, that was so close. Let's see if we can stop him. We do. Beautiful. I think I hit the bear in there, and it just like, you know, it's a little AoE, so it's all we needed. Gonna Aegis this, turn around, auto 1, auto 2, and he's gone. Come on, that's way too easy. Way too easy. That's why we go Beads Aegis, by the way, on these damage picks, because if we have TP, it is so doomed, right? 40 stacks, and again, you can get literally 70 with Tablet. This item is unbelievably strong. He's just dead, by the way, I think. Oh, maybe not. So definitely recommend building this on the characters that can use it. You're just looking at characters that spam abilities and have a lot of range to do it. So Agni works really well because he can get tablet stacks easily as well. You know, other mages like Chang'e and stuff really can't do this. So I feel you could do it on Raijin as well if you really wanted to, but I feel like Agni, Merlin, Tiamat, Charon are like the best 4 gods at it. I might be missing one, but that's generally how it's been built, and Tiamat is by far the best god at it, and I would say Merlin's number 2. So really fun. When I play Merlin, eventually I will probably do a build like this. We cancel out his 3, and he's just dead. Really, really important we get the 2 off first, so we can, you know, shield with our 1, and then, yeah, things will be fine. We're going to back here, go get a 500 pot, and look for our end. You know, I'm happy they didn't surrender. Honestly, this ends up like being pretty fun. The team's not really respectfully doing too much, so it doesn't really feel like we're missing a beat, you know? So I think it's okay. We just have to group up here and attack fire. Again, our damage is pretty bad, but like we have enough space with 2 Phoenixes down that it's not the end of the world. Also, really quick, important to know, if you ever are playing a tablet mid laner or something like that, you do a build like this, understand that your fire giant damage is pretty terrible in comparison to a shred mage or a secure mage like Ra. So it's actually okay for you to play something like Tiamat, like Charon, even in mid and not actually hit the fire giant, because your damage is going to be pretty bad. It's much better for you to play poke through the walls, get vision up like aggressively, kind of like where I'm walking around right now, or on the other side, obviously, if you're blue, and literally just kind of hit people, you know, force them out and make them, you know, have to dive in on fire giant at half health. As long as you're staying safe, it's, you know, very much like the best course of action. So yeah, you play these characters, you probably aren't looking to secure a fire, you're looking to bait them in, win the fight, and then do fire, or just end the game. Either one will work out, right? Let's see, this Robin's looking pretty free. Gonna get 2 off, I'm getting ganked, maybe. Holding my 1, because I don't want to get jumped on. That's why we hold it. Just gonna immune it, get my 3 off. I did hit Loki with my ult, I saw it. Do a second set of numbers. That was Loki, and I'm just going to bounce here because that was a little scary. Alright, we're fine. We live, that's what matters. I got actives next fight. Didn't use any there. Not bad at all. Again, the team is doing really bad grouping. Like, I'm not sure we would have won this game with normal circumstances, I'll say that, but what we should be doing is going fire. What we're doing, I'm not sure, but I'll come over, I guess. I don't know. I really don't want to lose. It'd be extremely embarrassing, you know, so I'll make sure no matter what I'm not, like, dashing in here at least. Getting Roy Phoenix does, like, work if we can get it. I'm not sure if, you know, we're just going to trade out here and I'll kind of die. Or if we'll even get this. Oh, I did miss there. That's a little rough. I mean, I'm okay, but could have been really big if we had those abilities. 2-3M, turn around auto. That guy dies to our ticks. We're going to ult the Baron. A little bit off the mark, but we hit Artemis. 2-1 him. I missed the 1 or the 2. I missed something. Doesn't matter. We are 1v4 right now, folks. Get our 2 off, get our 1 off, and he's just at Quadra on the 4 people. And we do win that. By the way, the reason I didn't turn around really quick is my mouse hit the edge of my keyboard. I had it positioned in a bit of a bad spot, so I kind of like got locked, you know what I mean? That was a little bit silly. All good though. Yeah, maybe not the most prideful win of all time, but it is a win, so we'll take it. Charon solo 15-2-4. I'm going to guess we probably did 45k or something like that. Because I didn't do too much damage to Loki, but clean fighting. Again, I think that despite a kind of scuffed match, we did get to show the value, the uniqueness of the character. Again, I really, really highly recommend this pick in mid lane over solo because I think this build and I think this playstyle works a lot better into a mage that can punish you less. If you're playing into Kukulkan, Surtur, Sun Wukong, just any of these warriors that can really fight you, or just characters in general that can sustain the damage that you're doing, you kind of just get out farmed and you lose, right? So that's really important. You know what I mean? Because this Charon build's probably not going to get online unless you're playing against a squishy character that you can kind of just kill, right? So if I'm playing into a Discordia in mid, I have a chance to actually do really well. If I play into a Raijin in mid, I mean, that's a pure counter, right? So that's much better. You could run this exact same build in mid and have successful results more consistently. So I would recommend it in mid. Same thing with Chang'e from our previous video, but it was fun. We did 36k, so I definitely went up on the thing. We're gonna, I don't know. I mean, sometimes people just DC. I'm not gonna like lose sleep over it. But I think these two are duo queued, and he probably was saying no to surrendering because he doesn't want his boy to get like banned or something. Maybe not. I don't know. Their names both look Spanish or Italian. I don't know. Maybe not. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. I will see you all soon. More Smite 2 videos on the way. And yeah, peace, peace.